No big secret that big streamers are not happy with Warzone 2. Aiden, most notably, has threatened to quit the game. So, in this video, we are going to examine why that is. Why is Warzone 2 not as big as Warzone 1? Why does it have so much hate? What is it doing wrong that it could do better? What is it doing differently than Warzone 1? If we want to examine what Warzone 2 is doing wrong and why it's such a hot mess, we have to look at Warzone 1 and Modern Warfare 2019 and examine what those games did right to figure out what Warzone 2 is missing. So, first, Warzone 1 and Modern Warfare 2019. It felt fun. It felt fast-paced. It felt new and chaotic, right? It didn't feel like a battle royale. It felt like a huge ground war match. Like, you drop in, you get your cash quickly, you get the loadout, and you push the lobby. Die? It doesn't matter because you can get bought back, you can wait for a jailbreak, or your team can get most wanted contract, right? Additionally, the movement introduced an aspect about playability against campers, and it introduced a new element of skill to the game that we hadn't seen from a battle royale of Warzone's mold like PUBG and H1Z1, where campers generally almost always win fights. If you have the better position, you almost always win the fight. That wasn't always the case in Warzone 1. C4s, grenades, stuns, flashes, movement, slide canceling, all of it allowed a player to position themselves who is high enough IQ to outplay someone who is camping with a lower IQ. And that was fun, and it was fresh, and it made the game feel fun. Like, yes, the anti-cheat and weapon balancing were terrible. That was a problem. But compared to the current state of the game, that's pretty much nothing. And the same story with the multiplayer. It was fun. It was fast-paced. It had a lot of outplayability. You could use whatever weapon you wanted with any attachments in Modern Warfare 2019 and do good if you were a decent player. Again, the downfall is that the anti-cheat was non-existent and the map design in Modern Warfare 2019 was horrific. Many people acknowledge that if the map design was remotely good in Modern Warfare 2019, it would have been a top 3 multiplayer. But since it wasn't, it obviously was not a top 3 multiplayer. Still though, the gameplay itself was really fluid and really fun. Nobody can deny that. Fast forward to Warzone 2. They took everything good about Warzone 1, everything that streamers, content creators, and players liked about the game, and they stripped it away. The movement is gone. The pacing is slow. Loadouts hard to get. Outplayability, not there. It's all gone. Like, sure, the anti-cheat's better, but other than that, what does Warzone 2 excel at? What can you point to in Warzone 2 and say, this game does that better than any game? Nothing. It's basically the definition of mediocre. Someone's camping, you can't do anything about it. If you push them, you're dead because there's no outplayability. Challenge them, they probably have a better angle. That's why they are camping. Do nothing and you may end up having to push them anyways if the zone closes there, or they may end up beaming you from their hiding spot. There's no way to win against the camper. I feel like also they tried to make Warzone 2 feel like a traditional battle royale. They tried to make it feel like a PUBG and H1Z1, those kind of games where you land and you play loot simulator for 20 minutes, only to die to a camper or someone who got lucky and got their loadouts. It's boring, and every game feels like a complete waste of time. If I wanted to play a game where I just land and open crates the whole game to try to get the weapons and the loadout I want, I would go play Apex Legends. That's not the reason I played Warzone. I played Warzone because I could get my loadout within the first 5 minutes of the game and fight the whole lobby. That was the fun part of the game. But now that's gone. Call of Duty's always been a game where the realism resides only in the campaign, and the multiplayer maintains an aspect of fun, chaos, imagination, and toxicity. That's what made Call of Duty fun. If you wanted realism, go play the campaign for the realistic graphics, realistic gameplay, realistic overall experience. Multiplayer has never been that realistic experience in COD. Right? However, it feels like with Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2019, they have tried to make COD more of an Escape from Tarkov style game. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty anymore. It feels more like Escape from Tarkov. It feels like they were looking at Escape from Tarkov blowing up and they're like, we could do that, but better. And then they released DMZ and they made Warzone more realistic. And ended up just being clunky and overall worse than Tarkov and worse than Warzone. I mean, yes, slide canceling not being in the game is a big thing that makes outplayability like less, but it's not the main reason why Warzone 2 has fallen off and Warzone has fallen off so bad. The overall gameplay and the pacing of the game is the biggest negative right now, right? The fact that campers are really difficult to counter, the fact that it takes so long to get your loadout, the fact that movement is little and few and far in between in this game, meaning you have to rotate either by car or by foot every single time, makes this game just super boring to play, right? I would rather go play PUBG. I would rather go play Apex Legends. I would rather go play Fortnite. It's just a fact. Now we have the multiplayer of Modern Warfare 2, which basically also took everything good about the multiplayer from Modern Warfare 2019 and did away with it. The gunplay, super unbalanced, right? Movement, non-existent. Outplayability, non-existent. Whoever camps and holds an angle and pre-fires wins every fight, right? On top of that, they didn't even bother to fix the map issue in Modern Warfare 2019. In fact, I would argue the maps in Modern Warfare 2 are way worse than any maps we ever received in Modern Warfare 2019. I feel like people have a bad memory of Modern Warfare 2019, a skewed memory of Modern Warfare 2019. In Modern Warfare 2019, we got good maps such as Shoot House, Shipment, Gunrunner was a decent 2 or 3 lane map, and then we had Vacant. We had a bunch of decent and good maps. Rust. We had good maps in that game largely, and in this game, it's just cheap ripoffs of Modern Warfare 2019 maps and more dogshit campy dark lighting maps. It doesn't make me want to play the game at all. The only thing Modern Warfare 2 has done better in terms of multiplayer than Modern Warfare 2019 is ranked. I will give them props for ranked. The rank system is pretty decent in this game. But other than that, this multiplayer is a complete and utter joke.